Hi guys, one of the first rules in politics is to never blame the voters. This rule seems to have been lost on the Conservative Party and the government in power. So recently, Tory MP James Daly got into a bit of hot water by describing children who are struggling in his constituency as being the product of crap parents. Now, he was invited on to the Sophie Ridge show to clarify his point, and I think James just managed to dig himself a deeper hole. Have a listen.
You did hit the headlines with an interview with an eye recently, or not that recently, a few months ago. You said most of the children who struggle in Bury are the products of, I'm not even sure if I can say this on TV, of crap parents. And so what do we do to try and address that issue? Apologies if I have such an offensive language.
Can I put this in context?
Yes, this
was an interview that the reporter from the Eye came up to Bury. We're in a very nice cafe in Bury, which I would recommend. And it took the best part of an hour to have this interview. And the lady asked me what motivated me. And I said what motivated me was that I'd been a governor at Hoyle Nursery School in my constituency for well over a decade. I wanted to come into politics and I thought I had something to offer to ensure that those from the most disadvantaged backgrounds, you know, to make sure they had the chance to thrive and succeed. We then got into conversation where it was suggested, well, basically, everything is the fault of the government. That if you know, on an educational journey, this has nothing to do with children who perhaps have got, or on the, you know, this would just, I think it's important to say this wasn't about kids who maybe have autism or have got challenges in their life. This was just about kids on their educational journey. And I said, and I know it might be outrageous to your listeners, that individual parental responsibility is just as important as what the state does in providing education. Now, if a politician cannot say that individual parental responsibility in supporting their child through their educational journey is not a good thing, then we are in a really strange place, aren't we? And so, you know, perhaps, you know, perhaps I would use a different word, having my time again in respect to that, but I ain't going to apologise for doing what I think is right. My whole political journey is about trying to give people opportunity. And, you know, I was a criminal solicitor in Bury for the best part of 20 years. You know, I've represented everybody with every challenge that they are going to have in terms of their home life and everything else like that. And so it's very important that we concentrate on that. And these topics are not off-kilter.
No, they're not. That's why we're talking about it.
We should talk about that. The government is not responsible for everything. Parents and the responsibility they have for their kids is a massive part of outcomes and successes for young people.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I liked Sophie Ridge's response during all of this. She realised, look, you're digging a bit of a hole for yourself, James. Now, on the surface, he's correct. The government is not responsible for everything. But the problem here is that his government have imposed austerity over the last number of years, the last 10 years in particular. And when you impose austerity, that means public services are cut. So young people who used to have services available for them, community centres, activities, organisations, that's all gone. So a lot of these children, when they had an outlet, that outlet has been removed. And what happens is they built up energy, they have a lot of problems that they're not able to resolve, and those are vented in the classroom. You also have oversized classrooms. When Labour were in power, they had reduced the classroom sizes to record levels. The Tories have done the opposite. Classroom sizes are much bigger, students are not being followed by the teachers. Obviously, if you have too many students, it's impossible for the teachers to follow all of them. They're not seeing any value in education, and outside the classroom, there is nothing available for them. So of course they're going to become rowdy. Now, this is not an excuse. This is just the reality. Now, also James said that he joined politics to improve things. Then why the heck did you join the Conservative Party? Because the Conservative Party represents cuts to public services. So the very people that you're claiming to help are having the services cut from them that could actually help them. And I presume that you have voted for all of these policies. So you can't turn around now and say, well, the problem is the parents are crap. Yes, there are crap parents, but the vast majority are probably children who need support, don't have that support, need smaller class sizes, are not seeing that. And then when parents turn around and say, look, public services are not there for us, the response from the Conservatives is, well, you're just crap parents. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.